At the end of his round, he said chin cracking like an Asian crick. Bro, that shit was hard. And he didn't get no reaction for that chin bar. He said chin cracking like an Asian crip. Bro, like,
Jesus Christ.
that's not fire. I don't know, bro.
Hey yo, it's that boy Kid.
It's Gulles, baby.
That girl that you got it and passed on her. That girl that you got it and passed on her. See you take a yo. BRG here. We gonna get into this Ryder versus Kid Slade real quick. First round, Ryder went first. Ryder had a Menace to Society bar. That shit was fire. He had the first base slide there bar. That shit was cool. He had a Mario Kart bar. That shit was fire. I'll slap the drug dealer out you and make the nigga work for me. Oh my god. Nah, that nigga was going crazy, bro. That shit was fire. He said you can always re-up on drugs, but your moms can't re-up on her son. God. Jesus Christ. Fire. Lift the kid like Nino at the wedding bar. This nigga Ryder had a fire first round, bro. Fire first round. Looks like these niggas about to start with the next battle, but let me see if I can get through this real quick. Round one, Slade goes. He said, you told everything in front of the police, because you know Ryder battled Mike Police, aka Mike P. That was cool. Custom stick Uncle Phil at the pool hall. God damn, that was fire. He had a different energy bar. He had a $1.50 plus tax bar. Fire. He had a rectangle bar. That was cool. Slade had a good first round, bro. He had a good first round, but I had Ryder taking that first round. Shout out to Ryder. Second round, Ryder goes. He said ever since I've been fucking these bitches, I always knew I was gonna have to talk to the kid. That was fire. He had a fire fart. He had a fire Fortnite bar. He had a fire Jody at the liquor store bar. Kids Next Door bar. Fire. He had a fire Moon Knight bar. He was going crazy, bro. But his first round was way better than his second round. Kid Slade goes. He said you'll have the silk inside the coffin, because you know inside the coffin they have the silk lining or whatever. That was fire. He had a Jacquees bar. That was cool. He said I'm talking white dog like Family Guy. That was fire. Caught paper Little Giants bar. That shit was cool. He had a fire Regina King bar. That was cool. Slade had a good round. I had Slade taking that second round, bro. Shout out to Slade. And for the third round, I didn't really write anything for both their third rounds, but I had Slade taking that third round. Shout out to Kid Slade. I actually thought Ryder was gonna beat him, but I was wrong. So I had it 2-1 Kid Slade. The votes actually had Kid Slade winning 62%. And we're gonna get into the next battle. Alright, so Your Honor versus Steams. Your Honor went first. He had a fire Steve Harvey show scheme. He had a fire Louisiana original recipe bar. He had a Forte bar, locomotive bar, fire. He had a Fisher Price bar. That was okay. He had a slight choke. I think somebody had yelled Tom on him, but he had a slight choke. But Your Honor had a good round, bro. He had a good round. Steams went for round one. Only thing I put for Steams, bro, is he had a crab boil bar and he had a loyalty and morals bar. Now, This round was ass, my nigga. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Like, it was bad. This was terrible, bro. Like, this round was... Bruh. This shit was ass, my nigga. That was a terrible round, son. A terrible round from Steams. Round 2, Your Honor goes, he had a damaged done bar. He had a Lamont Sanford and Son bar. That shit was fire. He had a point forward bar. He had 1,000 RPM bar. That shit was fire. He had a fire. What's the difference between this and this scheme? That shit was fire, bro. He was, I ain't gonna front. His second round was fire, bro. His second round was good. He was going off. Steams for the second round. Steams had a better round, a way better round than his first. He said cap in the air like I graduated with honor. That was fire. He had a Randy Johnson bar. He said dumping these bitches like, bro, we need to focus on us. That was fire. He had a fire Vin Diesel and The Rock, Fast and the Furious type bar, fire. But the thing I will say, okay, he started off better. Now that I'm reading the rest of what I wrote down, he started off better, right? But the second half of his second round was ass, my nigga.
Jesus Christ.
The shit was ass. I'm just like done. I'm done with Steams. Like, I'm just done with Steams, bro. Like, I used to think Steams was alright, but he just been falling off to me personally. Like, this was not it, bro. This was not it. And for the third, Your Honor, I didn't write any bars down for both their thirds. Your Honor had a very short third. It's like he just wanted to give that third away to Steams. Steams actually had, I think Steams' third is his best round of the whole battle, bro. The whole battle. Steams, I actually had Steams taking that third round. So I gave the battle 2-1 to Your Honor. The first and second going to Your Honor, and the third going to Steams. But let me know how y'all call that battle. Red versus Nun. Nun was like clowning on his voice. You know how Red's voice be. He told him drink your hot tea because we need to hear it. That shit was kind of funny.
Jesus Christ.
He said Smack got you losing to the white boy a day before Juneteenth. Only time I take a bitch ride was on the way to your bitch house. He had a fire Optimus bar, Optimus. That shit was fire. He had a fire Midnight Madness bar. One punch will have you looking like you sprayed a machete. That because you know he's saying that he gonna punch you like so hard that your tooth fall out and you gonna be looking like DNA type shit, like because you know DNA, he sprayed a machete like that shit, bro. That shit was fire, my nigga. That shit was fire. Red goes, he had a bar Nun line. That shit was cool. He had a New Testament bar. That shit was fire. He had a Elegance bar. That shit was cool. He had a Loki Marvel bar. That shit was cool. Then he brought out he did the Professor Red shit. I was kind of feeling the Professor Red shit, but niggas in the comments was hating crazy. It was like, boo, this shit ass. Like, I don't know. I feel like this crowd, even in the chat, the crowd in the venue is kind of trash. And the chat is kind of like, the chat was kind of trash too. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like,
Jesus Christ.
But it is what it is. So he was doing the Professor Red shit. He did the Inadequate Triple Entendre. That shit was hard. I like that shit, man. I liked it, man. That shit was cool. He had he told him he would turn him Catholic. He had a turn Catholic bar. That shit was cool. He had another I think after the triple, I think he did a quadruple. That shit was cool too, but I like the triple entendre that he did better. He had a good first round, bruh. Brett had a good first round. I had none taking that first round though. The second round, None went. He said None had 2 fire bars before he rebutted the Professor Red shit. That shit was hard. I ain't gonna. That shit was hard. He had some fire name flips, bro. I ain't gonna front. He was fucking his name up, bro. He had a fire Tommy the Clown bar. He had a fire track meet bar. That shit was cool. Those name flips, bro. He was.
Jesus Christ.
He was going in with the name flips, bro. Old Red went. Bruh. Old Red did a fire Drake. Honestly, never mind rebuttal, bro. That shit.
Jesus Christ.
That shit was fire, my nigga. He had a fire Gemini bar. He had a fire Bobby Boucher Mother bar. A dead stock bar. Like the game just started. He had a fire like the game just started bar. At the end of his round, he said chin cracking like an Asian crick, bro. That shit was hard, and he didn't get no reaction for that chin bar. He said chin cracking like an Asian crip, bro. Like
Jesus Christ.
That's not fire. I don't know, bro. That shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. The second round, bro. The second round I gave to Old Red. The second round I gave to Old Red. So it's 1-1 going to the third for me. None goes. He had I didn't write too much for both their third rounds because the crowd was ass. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. But he said they only booked me for the bullshit like Snake Eyes and Stumbles. That was fire. He had a fire Ariana Grande bar. But that was it, man. That's all he had. That's all I wrote down for him. I didn't write anything down for Old Red. But I felt like the crowd was just really sleep. He had a few. Old Red had a few punches. He had some good lines in his third. But I gave the third to None. So I had the battle 2-1 None. The fans actually had None winning 2. I think the votes was like 1,200 something to like 700 something. So shout out to None, man. You did your thing. None always does his thing, man. It's been a while since I think I've seen a bad None. It is what it is, though. We're gonna move on to the next battle, man. Sheed Happens versus JC. This battle was fire, bro. This battle was fire. Sheed went first, bro. This nigga's performance is just insane, bro. It's like
Jesus Christ.
Like this nigga, his performance is crazy, bro. He had throwing your mom's ashes in the water. You know that viral video that's going viral right now. That shit was hard. He had a monk doing Tai Chi, fire. He had a stage curtain ball. Oh my god, that stage curtain shit was fire, bro. He said, you still chasing Lux is a loaded potato. That shit was fire, bro. JC all over the place like Spanish houses. Bro, his performance was crazy, bro. His performance was crazy. JC went. He had a fire Bin Laden ambush bar. Ambush. He said Bin Laden and Bush, but and Bush ambush. That shit was fire. Gripping the ratchet like Greedy Gotti. Fire. Fire. He had a too technical bar. He had a don't stumble bar. Bro, this nigga was cooking, bro. This nigga was cooking, bro. He was cooking. First round, I had JC, bro. I had JC that first round. So she goes. This nigga Sheed starts chain punching, my nigga. Crazy. I feel like this is the only way you could probably beat JC is if you do chain punches. The only way, bro. This nigga starts going crazy. I'm not gonna say every bar he said in the chain, but a few things that stuck out to me. And plus, you know, it's caffeine. I can't rewind this shit, so bear with me. He said, stop begging for respect. Aretha, managed to kill. Selena, wigging on a bitch nigga. Medea, like he was going crazy. Like he didn't say that like back to back like that, but he had other shits in between those. But those were some of the things that he said. That shit was fire, bro. That shit was fire. He had a Stephen bar that was cold. He had a Tom Shepard bar that was fire. He had a Michael B. Jordan bar that was cool. He had Dame Dash, you gonna make me hurt Jay. That shit was cool. He had a good round, bro. Sheed had a good round. JC went. He had a fire crucified me bar. Titan, I see. He said, what he said? He said, Titan, I see we ain't even in the same boat. That shit was cool. What I send tour, man, upper half. He said, what I send tour, man. Yeah, he said, what I send tour, man, upper half. He had a fire Queen of the Ring Misfit bar. That shit was cool. I felt like JC rapped a little like, he just raps a little too slow. Like his punches hit. But I felt like if he rapped a little bit faster, and he likes bringing it back a lot too. Like I feel like he be thinking like people don't be getting the bar, so he be bringing it back. I feel like if he rapped a lot faster, just a little faster, like he could get a lot more punches out, man. But shout out to JC though. But I ain't gonna hold you. In the second round, I had Sheed taking that second round, bro. Sheed goes. He had a fire. He said, Yoshi G, you lost in a pipe. He was talking about, you know, people say JC allegedly does drugs or whatever the case may be. Aaliyah, one trip can cost you your life. That shit was fire. JC, water was stepped on. That shit was hard. He said so much white Dr. Umar, it'll get on Dr. Umar nerves. That shit was hard. He had a fire you got served bar. That shit was Chris Jericho, break the walls down. That shit was fire. So JC goes. He had a fire correlate bar. Draymond kickback nuts bar. Pretending to give a fuck like Envy wife. God damn.
Jesus Christ.
That shit was fire. Die in front of the planet like Scarface. Oh my god. That shit was fire. Reparations. He had a fire reparations bar. He had a fire taxidermy bar. That shit was fire. And he had a fire testosterone bar. I'm not gonna hold you. Hold on, before I give all right, so the fan vote was around, it was like 4,000 and some change for JC, and around 1,500 and some change for Sheed Happens. Quest McCody gave it 2-1 to JC. Polo gave it 2-1 to JC. Caligo gave it 2-1 to Sheed. John gave it 2-1 to JC. Me personally, I had Sheed taking that third round, so I had Sheed taking it 2-1, bro. But this is definitely a preference battle, bro. It's a preference battle, like, so I could understand how people have JC winning. It could go either way, bro. this battle could go either way. But shout out to Sheed because you made it so far in this tournament, bro. I felt like you definitely proved yourself. You did your thing, man. Shout out to JC. He moving on in the tournament. We gonna go on to the next battle. We got Swamp versus Fonz. This battle was fire, bro. Fonz had a cool round. His first round, it was pretty beatable, bro. It was pretty beatable. He had some shit in there, but I felt like it was pretty beatable. Swamp went. He had a sentimental bar that was cool. He had a read me wrong bar. Chris Brown Deuces bar. I ain't gonna front. Swamp was rapping like he really wanted that 100K. That's just me personally. I felt like he just was rapping like he wanted that shit more. I had Swamp taking that first round. Fonz goes for the second round. I ain't gonna front. He had some bars in there, and then he had a slight choke. He had a Shawshank Redemption bar. After his choke, when he started getting it back, he started going crazy, bro. He started cooking. He had, like I said, he had the Shawshank Redemption bar. He had the Remy Ma bar. He had the Gator Lurkin bar. That shit was fire. I'll give you partner the Drake Caffeine bar. That shit was fire. Yeah, man, like I said, after he choked, he started cooking, bro. But yeah, man, that shit is automatically that shit gonna go to Swamp. When Swamp goes, he had a License Suspended bar. That shit was cool. The Greedy Gotti bar was cool. More landlines than your granny house. That shit was cool. He had a good round, bro. He had a cool round. The third round, like I said, I already gave this. The second round I gave to Swamp off rip because of the choke that Fonz had. The third round, Fonz had a fire Hustle and Flow. Whoop That Trick bar. That shit was fire. Catfish bar was cool. Free Britney Grinder bar was cool. He had a lot of fire bars after that. He had a good round, bro. Fonz had a good round. I didn't write anything down for Swamp, but I felt like Fonz definitely took that third round. The votes was pretty crazy. It was like 4,000 and some change to like 700 or 800, something like that. For Swamp, Swamp definitely got that fan vote, bro. John the Don had a 2-1 for Swamp. Calico had a 2-1 for Swamp. Polo gave a 2-1 for Fonz, and Quest had a 2-1 for Swamp. I had it 2-1 for Swamp. Shout out to JC and Swamp. They will be facing off on July 9th. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy though. But shout out to both of them, man, because I feel like both of them really, they deserve this shit, man. JC, long time coming, bro. JC definitely deserves this 100K, and I feel like Swamp been putting in work. He definitely deserves 100K too. We gonna see who's gonna prevail. This shit about to be crazy. This shit about to be crazy. And we got Snake Eyes versus Stumbles. Bruh, this has been a long time coming with this fucking belt. The story between both of these niggas. Bruh, I'm not even gonna go through each round for this battle, cause it's kind of clear what just happened here, bruh. It's kind of clear. 3-0 Stumbles, bro. Like,
Jesus Christ.
if you had asked me who I thought was gonna win this battle, I would have had Snake Eyes. I would have told you Snake Eyes, bro. I did not think Stumbles was gonna beat this nigga. This is insane, bro. Bruh, in Stumbles' third, niggas was yelling out 3-0, 3-0. Bruh. Stumbles put on the hit 'em up beat. This nigga put the Tupac hit 'em up beat and started talking about, yo, fuck you, fuck Tony, bro, and Black Comics and all them niggas. Like, yo, he started blacking, bro. He was like, if any of y'all niggas like them, then fuck you too. Oh my god, bro. Snake Eyes was tight. He was tight, bro. He was like, oh, y'all letting him throw on instrumentals and shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, Snake Eyes. Even if he did that, even if he didn't do that, he still would have got you, bro. Bro, it was Snake Eyes. It was like it just wasn't hitting, bro. Snake Eyes had some shit here and there, but it's like it just wasn't hitting today, bro. It just wasn't hitting today, bro. I don't know. But I got Stumbles 3-0. This was crazy, bro. So Stumbles, Snake Eyes lost his belt. I think Stumbles got 2 belts now. This is crazy, dog. Let me know what y'all think about all this, man. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel, man. Gulles, aka Battle Rap Gamer. I'ma holla at y'all, man. Peace.